So hey guys, so this is my introductory video about myself and my UPSC journey till now. So without wasting any time, let's start. So as you can see, I have graduated from Delhi University, and thereafter I did my post graduation in MA Geography, and I have also qualified NET. So this was about my basic educational qualifications. Now coming to the main topic, that is my UPSC journey. Guys, I have given till now I have given 4 attempts at UPSC, and you can see me crying, but these are happy tears. And on the right hand side you can see me outside Dholpur house after I gave my interview. So for the time being, I have chosen to remain anonymous because there are many reasons to remain anonymous, but for the most important reason is, as we all know, that anonymity is one of the jewels of bureaucracy, and it was reiterated by our honorable president recently. So for the time being, I would like to remain anonymous. So coming back to the main aspect of our video about my journey in the UPSC civil service examinations. So friends, I gave my first attempt in 2016. As you can see, I gave my first attempt in 2016. So during my first attempt, I was I just graduated, and it was around, I got around 2 months for giving my examination, the prelims examination. So I was having very less time to prepare for the exam, and due to it, or my naivety, I can say, and that I failed in prelims. So I failed in prelims by a greater margin of numbers, and one could imagine, I'm not sure, but roughly it was about 40 marks. I missed the cutoff for prelims by 40 marks. So it was a failure at the first step only. So after my first attempt, I decided to prepare very diligently and give my attempt in a very serious manner. And so in the next attempt in 2017, which I gave, I diligently prepared for the examination, and I whatever I studied, it was enough for me to clear the prelims for the first time. So in 2017, sorry for that, so in 2017 I cleared the prelims, and it was not a very higher score for the prelims exam. If I could remember, the cutoff was around 105 marks, and I scored around 107 marks, 0.5 or something. So by a margin of 2 marks, I cleared my prelims for the first time and gave my first mains in 2017 only. So because I was ill prepared, I mostly focused on my prelims preparation. So I cleared my prelims, but during the preparation I neglected my mains preparation. So despite giving mains, I failed in mains, and I don't remember the exact cutoff of that year, but I scored 787 marks in total in mains. Marks I scored, and I think it was about 20-25 marks by which I missed my mains cutoff. So that was it. And after that I took a gap of 1 year, and there were lots of reasons. There were many reasons why I took a break, but then I decided to take a break, and again I gave my third attempt in 2019. So this was my, sorry for that. So in my third attempt, which I gave, I result was I failed again in prelims, but it was not a big margin, about 10 to 12 marks. But for now I can say that this was my worst attempt, because whatever silly mistakes or strategic mistakes in your preparation that you can imagine, I committed most of them. I did blunders in the exam hall. Even before I was not what we can say, I was not good enough to prepare a decent strategy for my prelims exam. It was also that in 2019 there was a shift, if we can say that there was a shift in the kind of exam that took place in prelims. So there was a little change in pattern of the examination in 2019. So that made things more worse for me, because one, though I was ill prepared to face the prelims, and then the kind of paper which came in the examination also, it gave many surprises. So I rate my third attempt in 2019 as my worst attempt. So this was all about my prelims. So till now I in my first attempt I failed my prelims. In second attempt I did qualify my prelims, but I failed in mains. And in third attempt, which I took after a year gap, and after having given mains, I still fall short in prelims. So you can see how UPSC humbles you. So after that my fourth attempt came in 2020. So as you all know, it was COVID pandemic year. So most of us, I also faced those challenges. So first of all, I was staying in Delhi at that time, but due to COVID I had to move to my hometown. So first of all I shifted to my hometown. Second, as you know that the exam got delayed, so eventually everyone was getting more time to prepare. So likewise I was also getting more time to prepare. So according to, if we can say that according to results, it was my best attempt, because I was able to clear prelims that year. Then I gave mains, and I also cleared mains. And it was this attempt only that I was fortunate enough to give interview. So I gave interview in my 2020 attempt. So overall, talking about the final result, so my name was not there in final result, so I failed again in the final round. So that was it, my 2020 attempt. That was my fourth attempt. So after it, now if we can say, it was about, if I remember, I missed the cutoff by around 50-55 marks. So there was a huge gap between my the marks I scored and what was the final cutoff of UPSC. So this also gave me another insight that whatever I thought that I was prepared for UPSC, but eventually I was not. So after this attempt, now comes the thing that what am I doing now? So if I can trace it backwards, so my result came in the month of, I think, September or October 2021. So I had only barely I had 10 to 18 days, I don't know exactly, for 2021 prelims. So I decided to skip that attempt because you know that I was not prepared, and it was a setback for me because I was thinking that इस बार हो जाएगा, but नहीं हुआ. तो I was a little bit disappointed. I will not say I was in depression, but I was disappointed. So I was not ready to waste another attempt just in haste to give the prelims. So I decided to skip that attempt. After that came to 2022 attempt 22. So I roughly got 6 or 7 months to prepare again, but there were many reasons, due to my family reasons and many other reasons. I was not in a good mental state to again give that exam into 2022. So I decided to skip that attempt also, because many would say that I should have given at least a 2022 attempt, but I skipped it because like I said earlier, that in 2019 I rated my worst attempt. Because there is a big reason behind it, that is because I was not able to study properly during that attempt, and though from the outside I seemed ready to give that attempt, but actually I was not ready. And if one can see inside my heart, I was not ready to give that attempt, but I feared like all that लोग क्या कहेंगे, and about my the social pressure or whatever. And I have told you earlier that before 2019 attempt I skipped 1 year. I took a break. So I last gave exam in 2017, and after that in 2019, if I would have decided to skip the exam again, so it would be around 2 years for me by not giving exam. So I got little pressurized due to these circumstances. So not out of preparation, but not out of preparation, but I would say out of fear, I gave my 2019 attempt and I failed miserably. So I knew it that if I am not internally ready to give the exam, so I should not give it. So therefore and I am left with 2 attempts only. So I didn't want it to waste it. So in 2022 I also skipped it because internally I was not ready. So the question now arises is what now? So I can say that I am in a good mental state. So and I have been preparing for this exam now for last couple of months. So preparation is going good. So I am hoping that I will be giving my 2023 attempt with my full vigor, and I hope that whatever I have prepared in the meantime, I have high hopes, and I am looking forward to clear it this time, hopefully, with my name coming in the final result. So this was all about my journey in the UPSC, and this sums up my intro for this video. And it was roughly about 6 years I have taken for this journey till now. And I have failed, as you can see, I have failed it at every step, at every level of this exam. So I will be sharing my mark sheets and all the analysis in the coming videos, but for now I think I should